So, you want to be that girl. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be that girl. Personally, I believe it's great if you want to become a better version of yourself. From the Michigan Daily, that girl doesn't exist. Well, not in the way you think. They describe that girl as a girl or any gender that gets up at 5 a.m., meditates, drinks smoothies, has showers every day, journaling, eating only healthy food, goes to the gym every day, and is successful in many ways. Now, while that is the ideal goal of wanting to be that girl, realistically, it's not. As someone who wakes up early every day, sometimes it's just not an easy thing to do. That's the thing with everyday life. We are all so different and we are all so unique that uniqueness and that nuance to us as individuals is killed by wanting to become that girl. I think there's nothing wrong with wanting to better yourself, and I do like the eating healthier, going to the gym more, drinking more water. I love those aspects of wanting to be that girl, but the main point that no one ever hits when wanting to become that girl is that it really is just a mindset shift. Think about it. If you've always wanted to go to the gym, but you always make up excuses for yourself, why aren't you going to the gym? It's not because you're lazy. It's because you don't think you can. You might say, oh, this takes up too much time. You might say the same thing about wanting to pick up a hobby like reading. You might say, well, no, because I'm not a reader. I don't really read all that much. But you're doom scrolling on Instagram. You probably were doing that like not that long ago, let's be real. I'm one to find myself to be just scrolling on my phone mindlessly sometimes, but I have to remember that it really is all up here and it is just me continuing to scroll because I'm like, I'm just scrolling. I have to remind myself that I have goals and I have things I want to achieve, and I can't be scrolling on my phone all day to get things done. For the everyday person, we don't have access to these super expensive Pilates gyms, or we don't have access to $500 blenders, whatever it may be. It's not realistic for everybody, but what is realistic for everybody is a mindset shift. If you do not believe in yourself, I tell this to everybody, if you do not believe in yourself, if you have a goal and you do not believe in yourself, you're not gonna get it done. It's all about what's up here. Now, you hear that from everybody, you hear things about like manifestation and whatnot. Personally, I believe in manifestation. Manifestation isn't just wishing on a star. That's a big misconception. I kind of just want to clear that out the way real quick. Manifestation is not wishing on a star and wishing for things to get done for yourself. If you are using manifestation as kind of a scapegoat to hopefully let the universe get things done for you, you're not doing it right. One example of manifestation that I started doing last year that worked marvelously for me was this thing right here, a vision board. Vision boards are so intentional. You are purposely planning out your life in a year and you are watching it come to life in pictures, writings, so on and so forth. I didn't put everything up here with the hope of it becoming true in one day. Throughout the whole year, I got to see myself progress, and I got to see myself have these things come to life. I'll be making another video more in depth about how vision boards work and kind of how manifestation kind of goes along with it and how you have to be patient. I'll be going into patience a little more in the video, but let's get back to mindset. I'm gonna give a personal anecdote. I was not an academic weapon when I was young. Sad. I was not an academic weapon. I actually didn't believe that I could ever be, I never imagined myself wanting to be so involved in academia. Once I got to college, I found myself making straight A's and working alongside professors on research projects and, getting involved in various clubs around campus. But what changed? What caused me to have this sudden change? I wasn't like this before. Why am I like this now? And it was a mindset shift. I wanted all A's. I wanted to be more involved in academics, but I couldn't just snap my fingers and hope it would change. No, I had to take the small steps throughout high school in order to fix it. I started studying more. I started asking more questions. I started wanting to get involved more. And when I found myself in college, I had prepared myself enough to be ready for this, to be able to talk to professors, to be able to handle college classes, so on and so forth. that was all mindset. If I had continued in my little bubble thinking I'll never be good in class at tests, I'll never be good at this subject, I'll never do this or that, I was going to fail. And this applies to you, the person, behind the camera. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you are capable of doing what you set your mind to do, what you set yourself up to do. A great way to do this is setting goals. Kind of what I was talking about here. Setting goals for yourself is like setting a pathway for your success. So going back to college, just because I am a college student and that's it's towards the end of the semester. If you are wanting to do better in school, what are the steps you have to take to do better? If it's a time issue, maybe cut some phone time or cut something out of your day to fit in studying more. Let's say it's eating healthier. If you are wanting to eat healthier, what are the steps you're going to have to take to do that? Maybe it's cutting out processed foods or eating less of it. Perhaps you're going to have to meal prep in order for you to not eat out so much. There are a lot of different ways that you could approach it, but these are your individual goals that you have to set up in order for you to achieve. The number one way we fail at this is by setting up excuses. Then our number one enemy is excuses. If we keep putting things off, if we keep excusing ourselves for unwanted behavior, we are not going to get anywhere. Discipline and keeping yourself accountable is how you're going to make your goals and your dreams come true. You have to be very patient for the things you wish for. If you hope for a particular grade, you're going to have to wait throughout the whole semester, or you're going to have to wait until a test. You have to wait, you have to study, you have to be prepared. Be prepared. You never know what can happen. But always remember to believe in yourself. You are your only competition. You are your own enemy. But you are also your only support. Nobody else is going to pick you up and make you write your name on a test or, put lettuce in your mouth. You are the only person that is going to drive yourself to do the things you want to do to achieve your goals. Start by asking yourself, how will I get there? If I want you to take one thing away from this video, is that everything comes in due time. Your dreams, your goals will happen if you put in the work to make it happen. Don't wait for somebody else to make it happen for you. You are the first step of getting up today and making things happen. If you like what you heard today or have any suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments. I really enjoyed these kind of talk videos. Just because I feel like these are the same advice I tell my friends on an everyday basis, and they find it very helpful to hear. A lot of this is also knowledge that I have heard from people I like to hear, like the Wizard Liz. It's just one thing that bothers me is when I get online and I see somebody wanting to change themselves or become that girl in 5 days or a week. Things don't come that shortly. It takes time and it takes effort to wanting to level up and become a better person. The only person who can change that and the only person who determines that is you. Don't let some kind of challenge or something tell you that you're wrong or that, the person you are right now is not correct and you have to change yourself. But until next time, I'll be back next week.